Hello everyone, this is Balnay. I just wanted to come to you today with this video sharing with you about my Musely experience and also touching base a little bit about some products I used slightly before Musely just so you can kind of get a better understanding of what my skin is doing and how it was progressing. So if you want to hear more, please keep on watching. No makeup. Yes, so jumping right in again, so I was using Musely for a span of about 4 months. So before I was using Musely, I was also using another product that does have hydroquinone in the ingredients, which is from Perfect Tone. Also, if you see me looking over here, I have a couple of little notes that I want to make sure I did not forget. So, as you know, if it looks a little weird, that's why I'm looking at my notes. So Perfect Tone is a company, I feel that a company that is out of Jamaica, I want to say. It's a Jamaican company that produces the Perfect Tone products. So Perfect Tone only has 2% hydroquinone, and of course Musely has more than that. Musely has 12%. So I used Perfect Tone years ago and had great results from it. The way I found out about it was looking at a YouTube video. It was a girl that's telling her testimony about her skin, how she had dark spots, hyperpigmentation, and she had so many problems with her skin until she actually used this product, and she got rid of all of her hyperpigmentation and her dark spots in a matter of a month. And I was like, what, in a month? Let me check this out. Now, it took me more than a month because my skin was more severe than her skin, okay? And I'm still having problems, as you can see, but we'll get into that a little later. But anyway, so she was talking about her skin and everything and the product that she was using, which was Perfect Tone. And I said, let me check this product out. So years ago, I used the product in about maybe 2 to 3 months. My skin pretty much was almost clear, and I was like amazed, and it just changed my life for the better. I just had more confidence and everything. It was great. So now going into I want to say the end of last year in December, I want to say I started using that product again. So I used that product for, I want to say, the first 2 months. I used Perfect Tone again, had great results from it slightly again, but I did not, all of my stuff was not like, oh, okay, completely cleared in that 2 months. Back when I was using the Perfect Tone, I had great results from it after that 2-3 months of using it, and I just kept using it. You know, if I had a dark spot that came here and there, whatever, because unfortunately I pick and I pop my pimples, which I'm not supposed to do, but I do it, you know. So anyway, so when I had that problem, what I would do is I would, you know, use my Perfect Tone and use that, clear it up, cool. But this is one of the things. I was using it for months, maybe almost like 7 months or so. My skin was looking great, was smooth, but then I started to see like blotches of like gray, and then also I started to have like dark spots. It started to seem like it wasn't working anymore, and then also I started seeing more discoloration from my skin. So hence that was a adverse reaction of using a hydroquinone for a long period of time and not getting off of it. So I didn't know that back then until I was like, why this ain't working, da da da. And then I read some things, was like, oh, okay, well then that's why. And then that's why some products ban hydroquinone in the US from using it. Or unless you're using it at a very low dose. I want to say maybe there's still some products that have it, but I haven't been able to come across any. But anyway, Musely is the one that does have 12% hydroquinone in it, where you can use it. And they have now, I guess they have now had this ingredient where they can use it in a regimen that is supposed to help to not have that adverse problem when you're off of it, supposedly. But I've noticed after I use my hydroquinone for the 2 months, then I noticed that I did have some problems after I got off of it for the last 2 months, which the last 2 months I've been off of the hydroquinone. So reversing back again, so I'm kind of trying to keep straight of the story of what I'm trying to tell you. So I used Perfect Tone 2 months prior before I introduced Musely, And when I was using Musely, I used Musely that has the hydroquinone with 12% for 2 months. Prior before that, I was using the Perfect Tone, and that had 2%. So Perfect Tone was only 2%. Musely is 12%. So I used that for a standard of 4 months. So they said you're not supposed to use hydroquinone for a full 4 months. So I stopped it. Even though it wasn't the same product with the same percentages, I didn't want to have those same adverse reactions as I did years ago when I was using the product. So I thought, let me just stop and then introduce the other Musely product that is free from hydroquinone. So I switched it up. Then I did the one free from hydroquinone for the next 2 months is what I was doing. First month was okay, but I did notice that I was getting some breakouts here and there, whatever, and trying not to pick. But then that last month, which was last month, my skin really went through it. Around my cycle, my skin was going through it, and I just noticed more breakouts, and also I was picking more, trying to use my spot treatment, and then also trying to use what is it called? I forgot what it's called. I'll put it somewhere on here what it's called. But anyway, I was using that, and but I was breaking out more at a higher speed than normal, I want to say, for some odd reason. This month is supposed to be the month that I'm supposed to go back to introducing hydroquinone again with the Musely product. So I will use that for another 4 months and see how it goes. So as you can see, definitely have some breakouts on my face. But it's okay. I'm not going to say it's a product. I'm going to say it was a combination of maybe me not using Musely for a whole 4, like the one with the actual hydroquinone for 4 months before introducing the hydroquinone free for the last 2 months. So it could be that. And then also too, like I said, I know myself, I was a picker. I was picking, not just using the little spot treatments that you're supposed to use to keep away from your skin. I know that's what I've done. But it's life. Things happen. If you're a picker, it's going to be a situation where it's going to take time and a lot of effort not to do those things. Also, too, making sure you stay with using your SPF. I was slacking with using my SPF. Don't do it. Always use your SPF, even if it's no sun outside, whatever, because all that light exposure, that can cause your dark spots to get darker, and you don't want that. Also, too, UV lights, different things like that. You want a sunscreen that has protection on, the sun, UV lights, all of that, computers, all that you look at with light, it all has things that can cause some problems and aging to your skin. So just think about that, and that will make you want to use it daily. Not necessarily saying blocking it just from the skin, from the sun, blocking your skin from the sun, but just UV rays, lights, different things that can cause your skin to age too soon, or just your dark spots and hyperpigmentation to get darker, right? Another thing too is whenever you're going through Musely, it gives you a questionnaire. So it asks you, have you ever been introduced to hydroquinone before? Just be very truthful when you're answering the questions. It will ask you, like, how did your skin respond, different things like that. Whenever I was asked the questionnaire questions, it was telling me pretty much, it's giving me the different options of what the ingredients was, and it would tell me if I wanted to be more aggressive, or if you want it to be kind of like a little bit more mild but still use hydroquinone, or if you want to do no hydroquinone or whatever like that to be free of it. I know I did want to use hydroquinone because that is, again, like the gold standard that most dermatologists would tell you, just with the adverse actions it could have. That's why a lot of dermatologists sway away from it. But it really does help with hyperpigmentation in such a really fast pace that I knew that was like the only thing that really worked for me, and I wanted to use it. So I used the one that was not the one that had the highest ingredients in it, or shouldn't say highest ingredients, but I would say the one that does not have as much ingredients that will cause irritation to your skin. I used the one that was kind of like second to the highest, because I saw when I looked at different reviews on the different ingredients you can use, a lot of people said that the one that was the higher one was the one that they said that they experienced a lot of irritation with, and especially with it being my first time using it, I didn't want to try that one. So I used the second one to the top one for the hydroquinone with the 12% and the other ingredients that came along with that one. And then, so you're supposed to use it for 4 months with the hydroquinone, and then you're supposed to use it off for 2 months, and then kind of go in that same cycle to help with, you know, your skin, you know, being clear and improved and no acne, hopefully. So just to kind of finish off this video, overall, I'm not going to blame the product and say, hey, the product didn't work and I have all these adverse reactions right now. I'm going to say possibly it was me, just kind of like self-inflicted, because I was popping my pimples. I had a lot of things that was going on with work and different things as well. So I want to say a lot of things that contribute to my acne can be like stress, or it could also be my menstrual and different things that I go through that can cause more irritation. So I'm not going to say it's completely the product, but I am going to give it another cycle, another run. This time it's going to be the complete 4 months with the hydroquinone from Musely, and then my 2 months off with the Musely products, and see if that helps and causes me to have a better outcome whenever I'm off. So I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I didn't want to make the video too long. Also too, it's really important that whenever I do these videos, I be very transparent as much as possible. The reason being is because I know when I look at videos, because I'm a person that looks at videos too, especially if I want to buy a product that I know I don't necessarily want to spend all my coin on. When I see it's like a product that really would be investment for me, I want to look at other people and see, hey, how did it work? Is it even worth buying? So at first I was like, no, I shouldn't post it because my skin is not right, you know, it's not looking the best. And I'm like, girl, you're posting videos so people can see the truth. If your skin is not doing the best, life happens. You're not any different than anyone else that's going to have life happen, different challenges that go around in life, and may have the same type of results as you. So it's good to show that, even if it's not the most prettiest skin, is saying, oh, this is what, you know, this is the product, this is what happened. So you have to make sure that you expose all of that, if it's good or bad. So that's why it was really important with me sharing this video, even though my skin definitely is not looking its best, and I definitely was a little bit on the fence, like, ooh, it's not so pretty, but hey, this is me and this is what I'm trying to improve. And at the end of the day, we're all in this together, and we're trying to just be better and make our skin better. So this is what this channel is all about. Hopefully if this video helps someone, and then hopefully you were able to get something out of this video by watching. If you want to use it, try it, or if you're still on the fence, just continue to watch and just see what the progress is going to look like. Also too, share with me some comments, share with me different things that you want to see in the future. I also was using some other Musely products too. They have a private Musely as well that you can use underneath your arm and your bikini area. So I've been kind of like back and forth testing that as well. I have another product that I've used before that I got from off Amazon that is amazing, and it really gets those areas looking smooth and nice and like a baby. I'll post a video about that if you guys are interested and want to see. I need to see the comments to make sure that I can go ahead and put that in there. Also too, please like, share, and subscribe. That really gives me confidence to keep posting these videos. I noticed that I have like at least, it may not be a lot to others, but I don't care, it's a lot to me, 1,000 views. So I know you guys are watching. You're just not thumbing up enough. You're not commenting on the video. So please, if you're watching, tell me what you want to see, how I can change the video, make it better, so that you guys can see it and the content can be a lot better. So I'm just still starting out, trying to get better. This is just raw material, raw information. I don't do a whole lot of editing because it's me. I say what I say, and it is what it is. So as you can tell, like I am not a professional, but I'm just a real person that spends my money that I work hard for on products that is trying to get clear, better looking skin. So if you can appreciate that, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye, you guys.